decides what justice is,
Jesus
God
came,
or
so you don't have
humans?
to do
Please
this,
explain
bro.
that to
You
me.
not listening?
How can humans decide what justice is if there's
Bro.
billions of different humans
Bro,
with
you're really
billions
trying
of
to piss
different
me off,
opinions?
bro. Bro, if you make her mad, bro, I'll knock you right in the fucking jaw.
But everybody has different logic and philosophical reasoning, right? A lot of people have different.
That is why we come together as a pluralistic collective and we rationalize what our morals are going to be.
And then you get slavery, and then you get chattel slavery, right?
Do you want a different religious doctrine to dictate your life and your life?
No, I want God's law to dictate the law.
What about God's love?
Because there's only one God, ma'am. There's only one ruler. There's only one king. It's Jesus Christ. And so if Jesus is the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, his law should be what rules, right? And so his law is the only standard for justice, and anybody who contradicts that shouldn't be listened to, right? But we have a bunch of opinions who contradict the law of God.
So you support a theocratic state. You don't even support separation of church and state.
Theocracy is inescapable. Church and state is about...
Theocracy is escapable because separation of church and state is established. Because religion has been used to abuse, religion has been used to kill, and it is important to distinguish the difference between belief and right.
The thing is...
Your beliefs do not infringe on my rights. My beliefs do not infringe on their rights.
But ma'am, don't you understand that the people, the collective people who run the state and the legislators, they come together to decide according to their beliefs how people should be punished, right? So their beliefs are the religions that are used to determine the punishments for people and what justice is. So religion is inescapable. Theocracy is inescapable. Everybody's religious. Yes, everybody is, because everybody has a belief system that they use to make sense of reality.
A belief system does not equal religion.
It is a religion.
Religion necessitates belief in a deity. Do you agree or disagree?
Yes.
Yes, so if somebody does not believe in a deity, but they follow a different philosophical school of reasoning and thought for their life, that does not mean they are religious. That just means they think different from you.
Well, the thing is, their deity is their highest authority for determining what truth and morality is.
That is not what deity means.
Yes, that's their God.
What the markers on what a word means. Deity
no.
is a belief in a spiritual governance system.
I'm speaking biblically.
In a God.
I'm speaking biblically. So people have false gods. In the Bible, people bow down to false gods, and whatever they looked to, whatever they feared, whatever they obeyed, that was their God. They're not the ultimate. They're not the one true God, but they're false gods. And so we have a lot of false gods that are humans that people bow down to in our society, in our secular humanistic theocracy.
That adherence to or abiding by a certain structure and rules, certain structure of rules, or a certain way of living your life makes that a deity?
A highest authority is a deity. It's in a sense, it's a deity.
I've made that a deity.
Yes, I mean, if that's what you worship, if that's what you serve, if that's what you fear, if that's what you obey, that is your highest authority. What was that? Yes, I follow certain laws in this country. But there's many laws in this country that are in rebellion against God's law. So we should look to God's law because he's the one who's going to judge everybody by that law on Judgment Day, right? We shouldn't look to humans for morality and justice, right? Because they didn't create reality.
We do not live in a theocratic state. So the Christian
we do.
way of living,
We do.
We do not live in a theocratic state.
We do.
I cannot say that.
Secular humanistic. The religion of secular humanism in which humans are looked to be the highest authority for determining what's true.
Not a religion.
It is.
That is not a religion.
It is. It's a belief system.
That's not a belief system does not equal religion. Belief system does not equal theocracy.
I would say it is. I would say it does.
Their own intrinsic belief systems. Everyone, of course, has their own intrinsic way of living their life. That does not mean that their way of living their life gets to determine the way this country is run. What you are describing when you say a theocracy is one religion or one school of philosophical dogma being used to control an entire way of life. We don't use that.
Yes, we do.
Is not Christian.
Yes.
Everyone in power
they're
is
using
not
their.
Everyone in power is not Muslim. Everyone in power is not Buddhist.
But
that is what a theocracy is.
But they're using their religion of secular humanism to control the people of this country.
So
they're using their religion.
Being able to employ their individualistic thought that God empowered them with. That is what you're having an issue
I'm
with.
saying they shouldn't put their faith in humans to determine what justice and morality is. They should put their faith in what God says. And God is the lawgiver. The Bible makes clear that God is the lawgiver. Humans are not. Humans are the ones who are to implement God's law.
You want to move back to the Dark Ages.
I want to have God's law.
So you don't understand, but you still are not understanding the importance of separation of church and state. Similarly to how the Romans killed the Christians for their belief system, similarly to how Jews used to slaughter Christians for their belief systems. You cannot use religion as a moralistic determination because it can be abused and has been abused.
But everybody does use religion to do that. They're doing it right now in our current system of government. The religion of secular humanism in which humans are worshipped. It is. It's a belief system in which humans are deified because they're made the highest authorities.
You can try to move the flagpoles on that and the markers on that if you want to. That is not how that works.
So what is your distinction between a religion and a belief system?
Belief in a deity and in a spiritual organizational system that controls this earth, and believe that this world was organized by something greater than ourselves. That's not the same thing as saying, oh, I fall into a Calvinistic school. Like that's not the same thing.
You're saying you said a deity. So how would you define the word deity?
Deity, a god, a belief in a god or God.
So what is a god?
A god is a spiritual higher power.
Okay, so humans are spiritual beings and they're higher powers. Humans are spiritual higher powers that are creating the justice and morality for our society.
Nobody has said that. Nobody has said that. It is the intrinsic belief that there is something that is not human controlling this earth.
So you're saying a religion requires a deity? Is that what you're saying?
A deity or deities.
Okay, Buddhism is a religion in which there is no deity as in the way that you would think of a deity.
Believe in different spiritual planes and controlling this world other than ourselves.
So Buddhism is a spiritual belief. It's like a spiritual belief system. It's a belief system about reality, and they don't have like gods or goddesses in that religion. In that religion, you're looking to the self, right? What was that?
Did I say a form of spiritual organization there?
So you're saying a religion is a form of spiritual organization?
I said it either has deities or spiritual organization.
Spiritual organization.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, and I'd say, and what we live right now is a spiritual organization in the sense that spiritual beings, humans, are organizing things. Spiritual beings that will exist forever, that are accountable to God, are organizing our society.
Everybody does not believe that, and everybody in office does not believe that. Everybody in office does not believe that human life is going to go on past that.
Well, right. People, right. In the religion of secular humanism, that's a belief system, and it's organized. It's organized in the sense that there's beliefs about spiritual beings, and spiritual beings are given certain powers. They're looked to determine what truth is, what morality is. That is the religion of secular humanism.
You are arguing that humans are seen as spiritual beings in this country according to atheists or even according to agnostics, which is not true.
What is this?
Also arguing that a spiritual being is something that is not human. I've said that several times. I'm not going to get
not human. Not human.
Yes.
We're in Buddhism. Is there
argument about this? I am saying that there is a intrinsic value and separation of church and state, and that if you want to bring that back, you gotta be ready to you're gonna bring back stoning and you're gonna bring back public deaths, which Jesus condemned. So I don't even know why you're up here saying that you support that. Jesus said that he was guilty. Throw the first stone. So I don't know why you think that a return to fundamental.
How do you know?
Would be a great thing.
So Buddhism is a religion in which there are no non-human deities or spiritual beings. I don't believe there are in that religion. I think they're human.
I said that a religion necessitates the belief in deities or spiritual organizations. Buddhism does not have a deity or deities, but it does have a belief in a spiritual organization.
Right.
That transcends the human way of reasoning.
And there's a spirit.